Hi and welcome to the tutorial class and video here at TunesTrainer for workout number 3. This one today is going to be focused on working our biceps, our back, hamstrings, and a very little bit of legs and glutes on the very last exercise of this workout. So let's go straight into it. I'll go through each of the exercises, and of course you can go straight ahead and try out workout number 6 with one of the greatest bands to come out of England. I think you'll love it. I love it. Let's go ahead. Okay, equipment, firstly, before we begin. Today, I'm using the resistance band without the handles, and I'm attaching it low, and you'll see why when we get into the each of the exercises in a moment. If you don't have the resistance band, you could also do this with dumbbells, and I'll explain to you when we get to this exercise how you would vary it with the dumbbells. But if you have a band, I like this. The tension's continuous, and it's just a really, really great way to get the most out of this exercise, particularly for our biceps and our back. The leg portion of this is going to be body weight. Okay, so let's go to exercise number 1. Okay, exercise number 1 here, and it's going to be for the biceps. We'll do some small variations, so we can go from single arm and also 2 arms together. Here's how we do the 2 arm together curl. 2 arm together double curl. I'm going to grab the band where I feel it's giving me enough tension. I obviously don't want to go right down here because it can be a little bit too much, and also too loose is just going to not give you enough resistance. So I find a spot that feels good, and you certainly can change it throughout. Sometimes in the workouts I tend to wrap my hands around it if I need to make it a bit more challenging, to make it tighter. So I'm going to come here, and you can either come like this, but as you've seen in some of the other workouts, when I do curls, I like to stagger my stance. I feel a bit more stable. So I'd be like this. And I'm pulling from low to high, as opposed to sometimes when we do the bicep work, we'll be attaching at a midpoint and come in with the high curl. Today, down low, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to curl up and down, up and down, just like this. And again, if it's too easy, I can wrap around and go again. In terms of hand placement, I like to bring the hands or the palms up as I come up, and then down, up, and then down. If and when we do the single arm version, come here, wrap my hand around it. Again, staggered stance. You can have whichever foot back you like. I mean, I think I'll show both in the video, but usually I like to go opposite. So if I'm curling on the left, my right leg goes back. You can hold the wall for stabilization, and really I'm just going to come and curl again and back, curl and back. A lot of times I'll have you lock the elbow. Here it may slide to the front a little bit, as long as you're getting a good curl and good contraction and keeping your shoulders relatively square, because you don't want to be sort of swinging like this. Just keep the shoulders square and curl up, okay, like this, and then back down. And then for the other side, again, come here and, for example, put your foot back and then curl up and down. And these will be our bicep variations throughout this workout. Okay. Number 2, we were using the bands again. And here we're going to have, and I might change the order of these actually in the workout. So we probably do the legs first. I'll see how I feel when I start the workout and start the music. But here for our back, 2 options. We can do double row. So we kind of here, bend our knees, hips and glutes out, rowing. So the elbows come back, and as with all our rows, or most of them, we're trying to wrap the shoulder blades around the spine and back. Breathe out, here, here. When we transition into the single arm, go ahead, find that resistance. This one I like to be secure because there's a lot of temptation, especially if it's a tight resistance, to be your body's being pulled this way. So we want to set ourselves, strong base. And what we also want to be careful of is don't do this. Don't make it almost like a hybrid shrug exercise. Keep this open and loose, and then coming back there. So the elbows coming back around the spine like this, or sorry, the shoulder blades. Tight core, and the other side, obviously here, and then just like that. Okay, so that there is the back or rowing variation. And as promised, here's the dumbbell variation of these if you do not have the resistance bands. So for biceps, what we're going to be doing is either single arm curls where appropriate in the workout. And then you switch the other side, obviously, okay? And when we do this, we want to keep the elbows pinned in. Again, staggered stance, I do that a lot. Just curl like this, okay? Now, when it comes to the back exercise, here's what I have you do. I have you bent over, well, firstly, the option would be a bent over dumbbell row like this, okay? The weight for this will probably be, well, not probably, definitely be heavier than some of the other stuff when we're doing, say, a bicep curl. You probably want to go a little bit heavier on the weight. So you're going to bend over, tense the core, hips out. There it's flat back, or relatively flat. You want almost like a concave back, so it's like this. Tight core, and then okay, just rowing, elbows coming up, wrapping behind. The single arm variation for this would be leaning on, for example, I don't know, a wall, a bench, you know, something about this height as well. And again, tight core, rowing in. And then, of course, changing sides. Like that. So a bicep exercise and the rowing exercise there as the alternatives if you do not have the bands, okay? And just to reiterate again, the curls for the dumbbells, either single arm or a double, okay? Your choice. Right, off we go. Now, for our hamstrings, we're going to do one of those exercises we do quite a lot, which is the deadlift touch. And I always like to have a slight bend on the knee. And as you probably remember, when we do it, we want to have our knee and our foot in line. We don't want to be rocking like this. And as I said before, if you do have some of this because of your hip flexors, I usually will bring this foot out wide to the back leg, because then when I come down like this, I feel like I'm a bit more stable and straight on the front leg. If I'm here, I'm a bit more unstable. Even though here we are doing a balance move, it just makes me feel like I'm correcting things a bit on that stationary leg. So when we come down here, opposite hand comes across. You can tap if you want and tap your foot. I find it a bit easier on my right leg, even though I'm left-handed, like this. And then after X amount of reps, we will then switch. Usually, you'll find there's this moment of instability when your brain's kicking in saying, crikey, we're changing sides. So we can come here, bend the knee, yeah, get that balance here. Now, you don't have to come all the way back up here. I'm really just focusing on getting this hamstring and this glute to stabilize, okay? So that there is the deadlift touch. We also will move into, later in the workout, a mix-up of a good morning and a stiff leg deadlift. And the way I want you to do this one is a slight bend the knees, hands across the chest, and you're pivoting from the waist, pulling the lower abs in tight, and then come here, squeeze the glutes, down, squeeze the glutes. So all the time, it's pivoting here. Here, feel the stretch. Don't lock the knees out, no need for this one. And just once you're into the motion, speed it a little bit so you're keeping the core tight and just going a little bit faster as opposed to just going really, really slow and controlled, okay? That there is the second part of the hamstring portion of this workout, all right? And we've got one more to go. Okay, and to wrap up on the workout, we're going to burn out our legs in terms of the quads and also the glutes somewhat by doing a drop alternating lunge, okay? Now, when we do lunges, again, there's sometimes where we'll come really far to stretch out the hip flexors. Here today, it's going to be like this. We can come in, explode off the heel, in, explode off the heel, in, explode off the heel. So you're just dropping in like this, and you're going to really feel that in the glutes and certainly around the quad as well. But that's how we're going to burn out and finish up this workout. Now, they're the ones we're using. Hope you enjoy the workout. Please join me, subscribe, and we've got plenty more workouts coming. But again, this workout here is a good workout, but the song is absolutely fantastic. So go ahead and enjoy it, and I shall see you on the next workout, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you.